Killer Instinct Pest Control, 702-242-4600, here to talk about rodent control. Hi, I'm June. I'm with Killer Instinct Pest Control, and I am getting ready to enter into somebody's attic, and you'll see why here in a second. Okay, so we're inside the attic here, and as you can see, good look around here. We are here to do rodent control, which seems to be prominent here in the valley. So I'm not going to take very long because it's kind of hot up here, but just wanted to give you an idea of what we do. Now, when I speak of rodent control, I'm talking about rats, I'm talking about mice, and these guys are very prominent in the valley. And this poor gal, she only noticed them outside, but we dug further deep in and found that, hey, you got them in your attic also really bad, as a matter of fact. You can see that they chewed up and just damaged the roof and everything, and that's how they were getting in, and you can see the little poopsies in the insulation. Well, she has a ton of insulation on one side and none on the other side. So, of course, the first video was just a discovery. We're checking before we get started, but I already knew that she had an infestation at this point, so that's why we're heavily suited up. This is the removal of insulation here. And you can see the infestation that I'm discovering as I remove this insulation. They're nesting, and remember, these guys carry a nasty little virus that can make us very, very sick. So, there's tons of feces, tons of urine, just in that one section alone. And here is another section, so this gives you an idea. My goodness, the further we go through, it seems that you can see on the wood, you can see the damage, the urine and everything that's there. So this is after I re-lifted up all the insulation. My goodness, you could see the wires, everything, the kind of damage that they have done to this poor gal's attic, and the smell that was involved. We have to, of course, if you take a look, it's, oh my goodness gracious, just the damage alone, and what is required to clean it up and sanitize it so that way that nasty little virus doesn't get us, But we're going to go ahead and get started with the cleanup, and this will give you an idea of how we start our cleanup. So first thing first, we're going to go ahead and start vacuuming. And as you can see, the technician is heavily covered up. Insulation alone is bad, but now that it has feces and urine on it, it just makes it 3 times worse. So, of course I wouldn't recommend anybody going up there, bare hands and bare face, none of that stuff. If you're going to go up there, you better be heavily armored. I'll tell you that much right now. And as a professional, you always want to focus on the beams because God forbid you fall through the roof. Simply because, you wanted to get on up there and step around. Okay, we've been doing this for quite some time now. Now here's a heavy infestation if you listen carefully. Oh my gosh. That's right, folks. Look at that disappear. That is all rat poo. Good grief. But this is the beginning, this is the start of how we do it, and that poo all needs to come up, every single little bit of it, so it's not spread around, because these rats have a very good memory and a very good sense of smell. Their sight is horrible, so that's what they rely on, and, they like to come back to their nesting areas, but now we've probably scared the bejesus right out of them, and who knows, they may not come back at this point. But this was a 2-day project. Cleanup was the longest, and the second, of course, is close up and wrapping it up. But sanitation is number 1 key. Need to kill that nasty little virus. One of my professionals. Thumbs up. All clean. Now this is sanitation. These wet marks here that you see, that is sanitation products that I had to use. It will dry up. It's lightly misted, but mostly scrubbed. And excuse me, because I am red. After all, I am folding and bending into an attic. So folding like a pretzel, if you'd say. But these are some of the things that I had picked up and threw out. Of course, you could see the damage that was done. And this is all the insulation that had to be removed because, again, it was infested. You guys saw it yourself. Had to come out. Okay. So today is day 2 after the big rodent job. And you can see it's looking pretty good. The sanitation went well. Don't see nothing crazy anymore like we did before. Right, Alex? That's one of my professionals. But you could see it looks like a completely different attic now. Now, they were using these wires as highways, and you guys saw it yourself. I'll show you a little glimpse again of what it looked like compared to how it looks like now. But this is what we do here at Killer Instinct Pest Control. We're professionals, and yes, we do take care of rodents as well as many other things. That's me, June. Don't let these guys take over and invade your attic. Give us a call. We'll take care of you. That's the kind of damage that they do. Don't let it happen to you. Give us a call, 702-242-4600.